Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Curiosity Box, and this is a BookTube video about this book called The Dreamer by E.J. Mellow. And this is the first book in the Dreamland series. So I'll read the back of the book out. Molly hasn't slept well since the night of her 24th birthday. Being struck by lightning might have something to do with it. But then again, her chicken did look a little undercooked at dinner. Whatever the culprit, her life quickly catapults from mundane to insane as night after night Molly is transported through her once dreamless sleep to a mysterious land illuminated by shooting stars. There she meets the captivating but frustrating Dev, and together they discover Molly possesses a power coveted by his people, the ability to conjure almost anything she desires into existence. Seduced by the possibilities of this gift, Molly shifts her attention from waking life towards the man, the magic and the world found in her dreams. But Molly must ask herself, does something truly exist if you only see it when you close your eyes? Faced with the threat of losing everything, her job, best friend, boyfriend, and most importantly, that little thing called her sanity, Molly will learn just how far she'll go to uncover what is real or what is merely a figment of her imagination. The first in a spellbinding contemporary fantasy trilogy, The Dreamer opens doors into the subconscious and follows the journey of a young woman torn between two worlds as she questions the power of the mind and battles between fate and free will. So I did enjoy reading this book, although it was more romance stuff than I thought it was going to be. This came up when I was browsing Amazon for new magic realism books, and I was intrigued enough to get it by the fact that the idea that the person in the book can lucid dream and summon anything into existence, and that is my superpower in my dream world, is summoning stuff. So I is intrigued by that. So Molly gets struck by lightning, and then she after she gets struck by lightning, when she goes to sleep, she finds herself in this world next to this tree, and there's a city skyline and shooting stars, and there's this guy in this dream world called Dev, and he finds her and she starts getting entranced by Dev, but there's this secret thing, and that in her waking life she has a guy called Jared. So the romance bit is her just sort of getting all worked up between Jared and Dev. And a lot of the books is like this crazy, because she thinks Dev isn't real, and then but Jared is real, but she likes both of them. And then she finds out more about where she goes to when she goes to sleep, and turns out she's a very important person in fighting a war between this world where she goes when she's asleep, and because this world, the world where she goes when she's asleep, is connected to our world, and when she goes to this world, she's actually in between dreams and our world, and in this in between world there's monsters, and the way the monsters played out, it reminded me of Doctor Who, and the big gunky weird monsters. So, but because she can lucid dream and summon up any kind of power or anything, she's really important for help them fight the monsters. And so we get, so that's where we get up to, and then we get to this thing where there's a guy from that the in-between world. He can go to the real world, and he starts to get her into training so she can start to train up to fight this war with these monsters. And then the other aspect is that the bad things that happen in the waking world, they're connected to the monsters in this in-between world. So she's got to fight the monsters so she can save the in-between world and the real world. And these people, they have in the sky, there's the shooting stars, and they are people dreaming, and they are dreams, and occasionally one of the shooting stars falls down to the ground and lands in the in-between world. And it's a bit like Buffy in that there's like a chosen one. They have every now and then who helps them, and Molly's sort of the chosen one. So I did like the book, and I like the concept, and there is a bit where I really like reading a bit where Dev he's just one of them annoying prats who won't answer any questions, and he says, no, it's too dangerous, no, you can't go in there, no, you can't look through that door, and then she asks him to be honest with her, and he just won't tell the answers, and she gets really mad. So I really enjoyed reading that, and in my head I was like, really enjoyed acting out how mad she was at him, because he was being a real prat. And then the people in her life in the real world, they get scared because she starts taking sleeping pills so she can get back to this in-between world. And then she makes up to, because she's got to go into training, she makes up this lie that she says to Jared she's gone to visit her parents, and then she says to her parents that she's staying with Jared, but this is so she can go into doing training for this big war against the monsters. So that's basically what the first book explores. It doesn't really get into it straight. It's like an exploring of the concept and establishing what's going, the kind of world it is, and establishing that what she's going to have to start doing. So I thought it was good. It's I said on one of my other videos that I like magic realism that is like Rennie Magritte painting but in a novel. And so this was more like about women and romance, and it's set in New York. So it is more about the romance between the characters rather than the magic realism. It was more of a romance magic realism book than, because I like nonsensical magic realism books. One of my favourites is the Rorschach texts, so I like stuff like that. So this was more of a romance with lots of, and it's got shagging scenes in, but it's not too graphic. But so yeah, so it's a good book, and I don't really like to, I've decided that I don't read trilogies all in one go, because I get ADHD about it and get like bored. So I'm reading this, then I'm reading the start of another series of books, so I'll do a booktube about that too. So I thought this is a really interesting book, and yeah, I would like to say pick it up, check it out. Expect lots of romance, but it's worth having a try of it. So I hope you have enjoyed this booktube review. I hope I'm descriptive enough. I do find it difficult to do all the fancy, because I see all the other booktubers and they're like really good at doing all fancy words and doing all fancy talking and like really consistent and really good talking, and I find that really difficult. So I hope I've explained it good enough for you. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Oh yeah, I will be doing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child analysis. I have read it and I've got a hardback copy, but I need to go through it and do my post-it notes, so I will do an analysis of that. So, but regarding this book, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.